Yeah, let me hear it.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling with Savage. I'm here live with Jay. We are going to be talking about NXT 2.0 live tonight, coming at you again from the Performance Center. But don't worry, soon, as long as you live in Florida, you'll be able to go to an NXT near you, because they're going on tour in Florida. Oh, big news, big breaking news. We open up NXT with a video segment going into the Breakout tournament, just giving you little highlights of Nikita Lyons and everybody that's already had their matches. And, you know, we got a replay of Natty versus Cora Jade. Cora Jade, of course, passing out to the sharpshooter. Yeah, really overdone in my opinion. And she woke up a little too fast, and I didn't like that Natty is hugging her, even though she's supposed to be a bad guy, right? She's a heel, hugging people on NXT. No good. I don't know why we were reminded of that. We should have stuck to the present, which is tonight. And we had an opening match with Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams versus Solo Sikoa and Cameron Grimes. Right away, we get shut up Solo. Cameron Grimes comes out. They're talking shit, Hayes and Trick Williams. They're saying Grimes is a lucky dude. North American title's going right back to where it belongs. Blah, blah, blah. Jay, do me a favor and add these two to the list. I've had enough of Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams. Same shit, different week. I watched the match, of course. There was a nice kick to the stomach, followed by a senton by Sikoa. Series of shots to Trick Williams. Grimes wants to be Daniel Bryan so bad. You can see it in all his moves, the way he walks, the way he kicks, the way he does a running knee. He has to slap his leg at least once every 10 seconds. I like Cameron Grimes, but he needs to settle down and come up with some more original shit. It's the same spot, same things. I mean, you're at the Performance Center, so practice, improve, work on different moves, do something else, something different. Not always kicks, slap, kick, punch, elbow slap. It's always the same shit with that guy, man. There was a nice double team from Hayes and Trick with a leapfrog splash off the ropes that I did like. That looked like a good double team move. I guess maybe you can take him off the list after that move. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how you feel about it. The NXT Universe was chanting Solo, of course. Like Jay always points out, he's over. The fans there eat this guy's shit up. I guess he comes out, he looks like Jimmy and Jay. You could see it in his face. Gear was looking good tonight. There was some nice fucking moves. He hit his super rock bottom that I liked. There was a nice double Hurricane Rana that Grimes hit. Big flying crossbody that I saw that was good too. They had the double crossbody, I think. There was just way too many flying spots, in my opinion, in this match. Hayes did a nice fly through the air that was nice. Beautiful flying Solo and the huge Solo splash for the win. Of course, you know Grimes and Solo are picking up that win. And Grimes had the stomp kind of move at the end to help secure the win. Overall, I gave it a 3-star because it was a decent match. Overall, it picked up pace at the end, but nothing special. More of the same from these guys in the storyline. Jay, what did you think? What did you see? Did you have a different TV on tonight, or were you in love with tonight's opening match?
I have come to the conclusion that Trick Williams cannot wrestle. I think it showed tonight. I did not see... Well, actually, I would be lying if I said that. I actually saw one offensive maneuver by Trick Williams.
Was it the neck breaker?
I saw one arm spinning neck breaker.
The neck breaker, yeah. That was nice.
That was it. It was nice, but that was it. Most of the times when Solo was on the mat or Grimes, he would just pick him up and just passed it along to Carmelo. Most of the offense was really done by Carmelo. He did a nice springboard splash on Grimes. He did a nice springboard spring around Lariat, which I thought that was pretty cool too. He had a night of nice spots here. He sold well. I would definitely not put him on the list. I think Carmelo Hayes has potential. The only thing I don't like is the promo skills. When he came out, Melo don't miss. I wasn't really feeling the promo. I don't know if it's because of Trick. They both were just way off. I think he needs a little work in that. If he were to develop that, I think it could be a big star for NXT 2.0 moving forward. But overall, this match is a 1.5 star for me. There was nothing here. Trick Williams did a lot of hesitations between him and Solo at certain spots, and you could see it. That's not going to work. I wasn't buying into it. We all know what Solo could do. He goes over. I think Grimes lost his edge when he won the belt for the first time. I think after that, he's just been going downhill ever since. So 1.5. This wasn't nothing special here. A lot of people got exposed tonight.
I only gave it a 3-star because I was happy that it made Sikoa look stronger. You got to see his big finishing move, his splash and all that. And the fact that they didn't really make too many mistakes, but I agree the Mike promo was bad tonight. And if you're going to be losing the match, I don't think you should get too much time on the mic. You know, because it just makes you look that much more worse when you're talking all that trash and then you just take the L, you know, and a hard L, clean, hard L. That says a lot more about your career than anything else. When you lose and it's interference, DQ, something, you can always let it slide, you know. But when it's a clean win, it's a definitive win, career-defining moment maybe for these guys. Maybe Trick Williams will land on the list. After that, we had a pretty interesting package. I want to hear your thoughts on this package because we've never seen anything like it. Apparently, the WWE has signed someone who hasn't even finished graduating high school yet. They're going to be graduating high school next week, and we saw the Thea Hale package. Basically, she was a new star that was trying out. She's training while she's in college. WWE is allowing her to continue training while she finishes college, but first she has to finish graduating high school, which she's going to do next week. She proclaimed that the NXT women's division should watch out because she's on the way. What did you think of this promo segment, whatever you want to call it?
Well, let's tell all the fans out there, first of all, if WWE is going to sign you and you haven't even graduated high school, that means you've been putting on quite a show and you've been on their radar. So you've been probably training since you were like 13, 14. Maybe a little younger, but I'm going to say around 13, 14, you've been training and you've been putting a name out there in the indies that we haven't heard of. Now, we don't know how she got picked up. It could be just a scout in the state. We all see what happened to Roxy, how she got signed to ROH. And we all seen how Cora Jade got signed. Cora Jade was only in Dallas, Texas. She wasn't doing any outside Texas. She was only wrestling in Texas and she got known. So this is very impressive. I'm actually, congratulations to her graduating high school next week. But that's quite an accomplishment. But she had to have been doing some work. So we all know she could go down because you just don't sign a contract if you can't just put the work in the performance center. So I'm dying to see what she could bring.
She might be the world record holder for the youngest person to ever get signed by WWE,
Possibly.
Which is crazy.
Possibly.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. After that, we had an interview with Pretty Rude. They're talking their trash. We beat the Creed brothers after they beat 3 other teams. Somebody mentioned, I don't even remember. Somebody came and interrupted them. Who was it? I don't even remember. Somebody. I don't know.
I know there was a Pretty Deadly segment after this.
Yeah, they were just talking crap, basically.
They
Pretty Deadly are one of a
crap
kind.
right
We're
off the
2
bat.
tasty snacks. Our boys, the Viking Raiders, are going to destroy them. Blah, blah, blah. I think they were talking to Roderick Strong, maybe. First.
Right.
Something like that. There was a match next with the Breakout Tournament, Lash Legend versus Tatum Paxley. And Lash Legend obviously was going to win this match. And she actually did come off looking pretty strong. She had a promo while she was coming to the ring. Tatum Paxley did. They had like a little box by box. So she's walking to the ring and then cutting a promo in the bottom left. Basically saying no one talks more trash than Lash Legend. Paxley was showing some wrestling right away, followed by drop kicks. There was an attempt of strength to pick up Lash. She kept going for this move over and over again, which was pretty bad on her part. Legend was ramming her leg in the post and really working the leg the whole match. Dumb question by the commentary asking if this is a must-win for a wrestler, which is like really dumb because all matches should be must-win for a professional wrestler. So I don't even know why even ask that. Lash remained in control during the match, hurting the legs on the ropes. Paxley was selling pretty well. Lash with a nice submission, putting a real stretch on Paxley, really working the leg. The second time you see Pax go for that dumb power move, trying to really show the strength, you know, it's just crazy how her leg was hurting, but then all of a sudden she does this like crazy 540 splash out of nowhere. So like I thought that was a bad look because like you're selling your leg and then all of a sudden you have the strength to just pull off this insane looking move, and it was pretty sick looking. She landed it. And then Legend just caught the pump kick with a win. That submission she did where she, you know, picked her up by the one leg. That was probably the highlight of that match. Really showed her strength on that part. I gave it a 3-star. Lash Legend was your winner with a big pump kick. Jay, did you see anything that I missed? Or what were your thoughts on the outcome? I mean, we knew she was going to win. You've been calling that shit.
Like I said, the tournament's been rigged since it started. We all know who's going to make it. Obviously, it's becoming more clearer and dumber as I watch every week. But as watching this match, gosh, I don't like how Lash Legends come out to the ring. I don't like how she wrestles. The only thing I saw that was good was when she starts the match with a running back spinning elbow. That was the only thing I liked. She was being the aggressor, working on the left knee, working on it most of the time. You mentioned that she was doing the submission move, looked like a modified like bow and arrow. Nothing special here. I think the only special person was basically Paxley, showing a lot of test of strength. I mean, yeah, Lash Legend is pretty light, but she's tall. So just to show that means you got some skills. I would probably keep her. I wouldn't put her on any list. I think she got potential. But overall, I just didn't enjoy this match. It didn't do nothing for me. I wrote down, I remember here that there was a point that Lash Legend basically talked to Paxley in the corner, basically calling a shot. I caught that. So for me, it's just a 1-star. It just felt like, I don't know, like one of those training sessions at the Performance Center. Let's see what you girls got. Go. Put a match out there. And this is what we got. We got crap. But the only thing we got was a nice corkscrew moonsault by Paxley, which I say she got potential. So I like to see where she's going, but 1-star for me on this. Lash Legend is just proving she's trash every week.
Okay. Well, right now Paxley ain't going anywhere either because she just lost to your trash wrestler too, so she's not going anywhere anytime soon. Next, we had something that was actually really trash, which was the segment by Tony D. You know, no one to blame but yourself, Baboya style. Remember what I did to Beansy at the bakery? His laugh was really bad. Tonight I beat Santos alone. They said, you sure? He was asking, am I the Don or not, you know? Oh, man. Like I said earlier, live event starting June 10th. Surprise, Florida. As close as it gets, indeed. Interview with Duke Hudson next. Fans want to know what's next. Really? Do fans really want to know what's next? Do you want to know what's next for Duke Hudson? You do?
No.
Yeah, okay. Maybe you do now, but you definitely didn't before tonight. So I thought that was pretty bad to start off. Fans want to know what's next. I don't think that's true. I think that was a blatant lie. And he says, I don't care what they want. I'm going to dig myself out of this hole, clear my mind, and I want to let everybody know no one can measure up to Duke. He was interrupted by Braun Breaker, who says, hit my music. Go straight to the ring, which would lead to even more trash. Braun Breaker comes out to the ring. Last time you saw me, Joe dumped me in a field like a piece of trash. He's a convincing guy. He wants me to come join him now. After everything we've been through, kiss my ass. It's funny, though, that he sounds more like Scott Steiner than Rick Steiner. It's kind of crazy. So that's kind of cool, because when he, like, certain times during his, like, when he talks, You could just hear like Scott in his voice sometimes. At least I can, man. I don't know if you agree with that. But then you cue Joe's music. He comes out, Joe Gacy comes out again. And I just like, can this guy go to Ring of Honor or something, man? Like, just go to Ring of Honor. Just get the fuck out of NXT. I'm over it, man. He says I'm ready for any kind of plan, you know. I'm not coming down to the ring. It's too predictable. Braun, you have a long history of losing your temper. Our journey together is not yet over. You rejected the opportunity of a lifetime. I don't hold a grudge. I'm going to give you and what all these people want, a one-on-one. Fans proceed to chant, shut the fuck up. I agree. Time we up the stakes. After all, I roughed up your father, disrespected your family's legacy, dumped you in the wilderness. You should kick my ass. You should inflict pain on me. You can go crazy and lose control, but if you get disqualified at In Your House, you lose the title. Braun says, you're on. Grade 1 star trash. List, please. Jay, your take. Trash? Good.
The only thing I found interesting was Braun mentioned the two guys that Gacy has basically doing everything for him. This is exactly what we heard last week, so it's interesting how he brings it up. So I'm really interested to see who these two guys are. I just hope they're not trash, but most likely it's probably going to be trash wrestlers or new people we do not know, which we've seen during the show tonight. Overall, I didn't really see nothing special here. Braun is really great. I think he has a lot of confidence on the mic. I think he's ready for the main roster, but overall, there was nothing really great here. So I'm giving it half a star. Nobody could have really saved this promo. It was just really bad. And hooded red men coming out doesn't make it interesting either.
Jay, you really hurt my head sometimes. You know that? Like right now, the statement you just made by saying that Braun Breaker is ready for the main roster is such a fucking joke. The kid's only been wrestling for like maybe a year, couple of years. Like, you know, he's so green still, bro. You want to send him up, you want to send him up to the main roster now so he can get slaughtered by who? Who's he gonna beat right now?
Not gonna get slaughtered.
Who's he gonna beat? He's gonna beat Roman.
He could beat him. He could beat him.
I can't see that being even a remote possibility.
Whoa.
Nah. Nah.
But I'm still giving this half a star. This promo didn't really do anything. But
right.
Braun is good on the mic, though. He is good on the mic.
He's getting better. He's definitely getting better, but I don't want to see him push too fast.
I felt the intensity.
No, that's my main point. I want to see them take his time. Let him destroy NXT for a while. Let him have the record for NXT, longest reigning NXT champion. You know what I'm saying? Like something. Damn, man. Build him up.
Give it to Adam Cole. It's fine where it's at.
Nah. Well, after this, we have a promo. Sink or swim, calling my shot. Want to kick me while I'm down and weak. Mandy Rose says you're the measuring stick of this division. Let's see how you measure up to me when I take that stick and shove it up your ass. Which is a nice visual. I will admit that. But she's not going to do it. Mandy Rose is untouchable. Match Viking.
I think this is the test for Indy Hartwell, because it's either you're going to show us you can wrestle or you're going to be on the list to get the hell out of here.
She's going to lose, though. She's not going to win the match.
Oh, it's not about that. It's about if you can wrestle. So next week, I think, is an ultimate test for her career. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, no, she probably can wrestle, so we're going to find out. I think that's going to be the first time I see her wrestle live.
She cannot wrestle.
She cannot, so we'll see if she's improved. We go to commercial. We come back from commercial. We're going to have the match between the Viking Raiders versus the Creed brothers. But first, we have an interview with Nathan Frazier. I wasn't too interested in an interview, but I did want to see his match. After that, we got Roderick Strong at ringside. Julius has a huge leap and a reverse donkey kick to the back of Ivar, which is actually, that was a pretty cool spot. Eric with a huge forearm. Raiders were abusing Julius for a while, and then finally attacked Brutus came in. Brutus was really impressive tonight. He was cleaning house. Commentary actually mentioned that when he was beating everybody up from the hot tag, it was called clobbering time, which I thought was interesting. Brutus with some huge strength shown with the German suplex and the lift on Ivan, followed by a brutal-looking Brutus bomb. Man, that looked really painful, to be honest, man. Huge Bronco breaker by Ivar. Holy shit, that looked like it really hurt. There was a nice spine buster by the Creed brothers. It was like a spike spine buster, which, nice touch on that. Raiders with a nice slam from the second rope, which was clutch. There was a nice clutch German suplex from Eric that I didn't see coming. Crowd chanting, "This is awesome." Julius had a nice counter into the German. Julius tried to superplex Ivar. Ivar pushes him off, goes for the splash, and then you get basically a slugfest goes off. Roger comes in, of course, has to interfere. Ultimately cost them the match. Viking Raiders get the win. I actually gave the match a 3.5, and it would have been much higher if it could have had a clean finish. I was enjoying the match. I thought they were killing it. And that cannonball that this kid does, bro, was unbelievable. The Brutus bomb, man. That was the highlight of the match, bro. I can't believe how high he got for his size. And then, the way he actually cradled himself. And, could you imagine how hard that landing was? He's feeling that right now. He could have killed himself. He could have broke his tailbone tonight. Or his maybe even his foot. Wow. Impressive. That was, you gotta admit, that was impressive.
Mm-hmm.
You probably said, holy shit, when you saw that.
You're the friendliest guy in the world when it comes to ratings. You go above and beyond. I can't match you, man.
Here it comes.
I just like to hear it. I saw something different.
Sure.
I saw a Brutus bomb that missed completely, and a bunch of guys try to save it. That's what I saw. Because they just try to fool us with another angle after the commercial showing us that it landed. But actually, it didn't land. But I don't know what Brutus bomb you saw. I saw the miss. A miss Brutus.
I don't care about the miss. I saw the whole visual of him landing from that high.
I saw the visual of him missing. Splat. That's what I saw. But I saw some nice things. I saw Julius with a high leap, drop kick over Ivar. I thought that was very impressive. I didn't know this guy had a lot of agility and high jump. He just jumped so high. And Brutus was very impressive. He did a German suplex on Eric while Eric was on the mat. You talked about that Brutus also lift Ivar, for the middle of the ring all the way to the top rope in the corner. I mean, that's pretty freaking impressive of strength. Like you said, Brutus has been very impressive throughout the match. Yeah, you talked about the Bronco Buster. I
can't remember if it's Buster or Breaker. I don't know.
I think it's Buster. But it's the Bronco Buster that he did. It was pretty awesome as well. That must have hurt. That's maybe over 260 on you. There was also very great spots. I mean, there was Julius with the leaf fall from the top when he was trying to attempt the superplex on Ivar. But, unfortunately, it got countered. And then Ivar goes for the splash, and he misses the splash. I thought that was a nice sequence right there. I thought that was great. I was really impressed with these guys. I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking about the Creed brothers. I'm not talking about the Viking Raiders. So we all know what they could do. But I was really impressed with the Creed brothers. I mean, I think this was more impressive than the first match. But
you get the interference.
I still didn't like the match. Roger Straw came out of nowhere, which once again we saw last week, and I didn't understand this week. I thought this was going to lead to the breakup, which it didn't. So that's even more weirder. I don't know who wrote this story here. The breakup should have happened right now, and the fact that it didn't just makes it weirder. I think it devalues the Creed brothers a lot. But overall, with that missed spot, it was just, I don't know, the match was just very weird from what I saw for the first one. It was always the Raiders doing more of the offense in the first match, but somehow they played reverse roles, and they look like the weak ones in this match. Even throughout the first half of the match, the Creed brothers was dominating. So I don't know. I don't know if they were trying to put him over that much, but overall, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't even feeling Damon Kemp. Was not feeling that guy. I know he was trying to break it up, but whatever he was trying to do was just horrible acting, I called it. It was just really bad.
Nothing impressive.
I'm going to give it 2 stars just for the fact that I think the Creed brothers each deserve a star for what they did in the ring. I mean, very impressive, except for that Buddhist pop. But overall,
I thought they were having a fantastic match all the way up until the end. That's why I gave it a 3.5, because you call it a miss, but to me, I don't call it a miss. I call it a dodge. It looked like the Viking Raiders weren't trying to get hit by that, and that was the spot. That's how I'm calling it. And if that's the case, it looked fucking sick. The guy took a sick fucking bump to put on the show for you, and you're sitting here giving it a 2 stars, so it's disrespectful
Absolutely.
to him. It's disrespectful to him.
It's disrespectful for WWE production to fool me, trying to fool me after commercial
That's
break,
their job.
showing me a different angle, saying that it hit. Oh my God, oh shit moment. Get the F out of here.
It's the same thing like Seth Rollins,
Get
bro.
the F out
Don't
of
forget,
here.
Seth.
Don't try to fool me. Don't try to fool me.
Seth is up here, Jay. Seth is up there, man.
After this, give it a 2 star.
I don't blame you. You saw what you saw. You grade what you grade. I like it. I gave it a 3.5. I would have been higher if there was a clean finish. But of course, this guy made sure we weren't going to get that. You know, to me, this match was on pace for at least a 4-star. If that guy doesn't get in the ring, but whatever. After that, we have a promo. I'm not going to rate this promo because it was shit. Santos says Tony wants to be him. You know, I don't care. Like, the reason this promo is shit is not because Santos is shit. Santos is fantastic. But he's talking about Tony, who is shit. So nothing he says is going to... I don't care about it. You know, he says this is going to be a one-on-one. No one coming out. Don't let emotion interfere with the business. You know you can help. You know how you can help. Let's go to work, you know? Of course, that would come into play later in the night. We'll get back into that when we get into our main event. For now, we had a promo from Grayson Waller, who was actually very impressive tonight. Tiffany Stratton, who we didn't get to see tonight other than this promo, which makes me sad. I want to see more. I think she's really good in the ring. She's got a good finish, and she's got a good future. If anyone is a star, it's Tiffany Stratton. Please take care of this Chase situation. It's so annoying, she tells Grayson Waller. Back from commercial, we see Braun Breaker cutting another promo. Duke cuts him off this time and says it's not nice to be interrupted, is it? Let's settle this in the ring. Braun says, and then Duke says, sounds good, but next week sounds better. So apparently next week we are going to get Duke versus Braun Breaker, which again is probably going to be a good match until you-know-who interferes with his minions or some dumb angle they're going to play. Maybe this time they're going to kidnap Duke for fun. I don't know. Someone's always getting kidnapped on NXT. So you never know. Do you want to rate any of that or just skip to the match between Grayson Waller and Andre Chase with Bodie Hayward?
We could go straight to the match.
Copy that. Grayson Waller versus Andre Chase came at you. Bodie Hayward coming out with Andre Chase. There was a decent neck breaker by Chase. Nice boot by Waller, showing some good aggression. He showed some really good intensity. Well, I thought Waller was showing really good intensity this match, actually. He looked a little more improved from the last time we saw him. There was a nice suplex, but I have a big complaint about Waller. His pin attempts are horrid. He needs to get more of a hook. If you're not going to hook and at least make it look like you're really trying to pin, even if the guy kicks out, you got to hook. You got to make it look like you're trying to pin this guy. Don't go for a pinfall. That's my advice to anybody who wants to be a pro wrestler. Don't go for a pinfall if you're going to give a shitty pinfall. You go for a pinfall, you fucking hook. You fucking hook. And when they kick out, you let go. You don't just fucking don't have, it's disrespectful to the business, man. I'm sick of it. Besides that, the fan chants start. Waller sucks. Waller sucks. So you can see this guy's doing his job as a heel. He's getting over. The fans hate him. Once upon a time, they used to say Rocky sucks. Now he's making $1 billion a year. So we'll see what Waller's got in store for his future. Waller needs to really learn how to hook the pin attempts. Like I said, to me, he looks green when he pins people. There was a good set by Chase that included a nice Russian leg sweep and a nice axe handle smash. A few nice shots. Waller hits a crazy rolling jump into the ring into what I'm going to call the Stone Cold Stunner. Why he's doing the Stone Cold Stunner, I don't know. I don't know. Why? Why are people doing the Stone Cold Stunner in NXT? Is this what it is now? Waller can just take people's moves every week? What's the next week? He's going to do the curb stomp, the super punch, the spear, the jackhammer, Big Show chokeslam. Big waves of boobs. Winner, Grayson Waller. He put down Andre Chase. I actually gave the match 2 stars because I thought the stunner was just unnecessary. You're a new talent in NXT 2.0. What business do you have doing that move? Where's your move? What do you say?
This actually was not impressive. I was not impressed with Grayson Waller tonight. I was more impressed with the last 2 weeks, but this week he let me down. He just showed me speed, and he improved more on his character, but overall there was nothing remotely interesting going on for Grayson Waller here in this match. So for me, I give it 2 stars just for the ending. It's always his finish, but I just think that he just caught it right in the nick of time.
They landed it pretty good.
Yeah, pretty perfectly. So I just give it 2 for that. But overall, yeah, Grayson Waller, I didn't see nothing impressive in this match.
Do you see Andre Chase? Do you see something from him maybe later on? Do you see maybe under a different gimmick? Can he be a player? He's tall, he's big, he's got a good look about him.
The rumor is he might get an envelope and he might be on the list. So we'll see where that goes. We'll put him on the list.
Maybe it'll be an envelope with a different gimmick. Who knows? On a different program. After this, we had a segment with Toxic Attraction. Mandy looking like perfection, making fun of the competition. And then, of course, the tag team says there's not enough respect out there. We got to put more respect on our name. We need to change it, and that starts with Indy Hartwell. Then we have the match, first round, the last first round women's breakout match between Roxanne Perez versus Kiana James. I'm going to keep this short and quick. Commercial, back from commercial. Before the match starts, we have another segment back. We see the Diamond Mine, Roderick saying, "You should listen to me and follow my lead." And that's followed by the Creed brothers walking off. So that looks like the breakup to me right there. But, you know, Roderick grunts, Pretty Deadly says, "You can't show them how it's done, eh? Leader of Diamond Mine." And Demon Kemp, we'll face you 2 next week. So there's going to be a match next week between Pretty Deadly and, Kemp and Roderick. I wonder if Creed brothers are going to maybe, come out and attack them. Do you see that happening?
See, maybe they'll interfere and mess up his match.
Yeah, maybe. That would be at least some payback, right?
We'll see.
Either that or Pretty Deadly's just going to...
I don't even know how they wrestle, so this would be a first for me.
I saw them wrestle once. They're actually not bad. They reminded me of the Hollywood Blondes. They had the same moveset as... They had the same moveset as Brian Pillman.
Man.
We'll see.
Oh, man. We'll see.
We'll see, man. I mean, the match itself starts. Kiana cuts a promo in the corner screen while entering the ring like earlier in the night. There was a very weak drop kick from Perez. Kiana working the back early with attacks and a submission and a bridge stretch that looked good. Kiana had really nice aggression this match. She kept working the back and keeps doing these weird queef kicks. I don't know what else to call them. She basically kicked the girl in, where the sun don't shine, like really weakly and smallly. And it usually was when she was trying to do the Boston Crab. So I'm calling them the queef kicks. All right? She was doing this before going for the Boston Crab, which I thought was really fucking weird. Commentator kept asking if Perez is going to tap out at least 9 times in a row. I don't know if you noticed that. He kept saying, "Is she going to tap out? Is she going to tap out? Is she going to tap out? Is she going to tap out?" That was bad. It was bad. There was a nice swinging neck breaker by Kiana. Perez does not look believable to me at all. None of her moves, none of her spots. That Luthez press she did, the Luthez press, the punches, it looked like she was punching the mat. Like not even the girl's head. There was also a nice sidewalk slam by Kiana, who I just noticed is wearing Big Boss Man's colors. I don't know if you noticed that. She was wearing the Big Boss Man's colors, which I found looked pretty cool. I give it a 2-star because Perez sucked tonight. He sucks. Yeah.
saw something different. I saw a WWE superstar by the name of Roxanne Perez. That's right, everybody. Roxanne Perez. I saw a superstar. I saw a superstar in the making. But I also saw another star in Kiana James. She had an impressive move. She did a nice surfboard on Roxanne Perez. I was very impressed by that. She also did a nice sidewalk slam on Roxanne Perez. I thought Roxanne pretty much sold like crazy. I thought she did a lot better. I did not see a lot of roll-up attempts like I saw the last 2 weeks by her, so I was very grateful to not see that. But overall, I saw a star in the making. I saw someone that's put the smile there and gets the job done. And what did she do? She did that nice little power, whatever you want to call it, power bomb, cradle, roll up, 1, 2, 3, and it's over. This is the future. This is the former Ring of Honor Women's Champion. Don't forget, she's been the longest. And now she's going to prove it on NXT. You give her some time. I saw a star out there. But overall, I think both women were very impressive. Overall, I think Kiana James was very impressive. So I'm going to give it 3 stars. Just 3 stars for these two women being very impressive.
I gave it 2 stars just because Kiana James was impressive tonight. I agree with you. She was very impressive.
Impressive.
And that's why I didn't like it, because she was so impressive and she didn't get the win. She should have won the match. You know, I didn't like that Perez.
I really thought she was.
I didn't like that Perez looked so shitty and then she gets the win. Like, that shit pissed me off. She got beat up all night and then gets the win.
You gotta admit though, it was better than seeing a bunch of roll-up attempts by her. She's been doing that the last 2 weeks and it's annoying. It's not showing her ability.
She reminds me of a worse version of Alexa Bliss.
Oh, I think she's a better version. I think she's an upgrade. Once Bliss gets fired in a few weeks,
Alexa's on another level right now. She has powers, bro. She's like Undertaker right now.
She's in the frustration level with Sasha and Naomi over there in the back.
They should, you know what they should do on WWE? Instead of firing all those people, they should have had like Alexa Bliss kill them all. Like kill them off the show. Kill their character, like murder. Murder, death, 187. Murder, death, kill, 187. TV,
I'll see
rated
what
R.
happened.
How much better would WWE if it was like rated R?
Can't be like that. It's a kiddie show now.
It would be hot though, right? What if they had a rated R version?
I think people's rated R version of AEW, like that's why they tune in every Wednesday. Like, oh shit, tables, ladders.
He said shit.
Oh shit, he called him my ass.
After this, we had the absolute low spot moment of the night. This was probably the worst moment in the history of TV. Probably the worst moment in the history of NXT television. I agree with this, actually. Yeah, probably the worst.
No.
Eddie Anofi and Malik Blade, man. This was literally the worst thing I've ever seen on NXT television in the 10 years that I've known about it.
And we see them wrestle a few weeks back. Let's not forget.
Yeah, but this, like, how bad was this segment? It was cringy.
They're trying to put them over like Street Profits when they made it to the main roster. Remember, they didn't do nothing for a month. All they did was talk about Raw tonight.
I'm not even going to talk about
this match and that.
I'm not going to talk about their wrestling skills, but like they're like
it was horrible. It was just a bunch of hype, but it was just horrible.
It was bad. It was bad, really bad. It was the worst thing I saw on the show tonight by far. Interview with Cora and Roxanne. Roxanne, I love Cora. She pushed me to come to NXT. Elektra Lopez comes out, says blah blah blah. You know, they tell her, what's your problem? And she says, well, obviously looking at you two. Not you two. You ain't my problem.
I just saw 3 WWE superstars right there. 3.
You saw 2.5.
Not 1. Not 2. I saw 3 in the same segment. Insane. Elektra Lopez. We all know Roxanne Perez. We all know what you get. But now let's not forget the real top star, Cora Jade. All there. 3 stars. You got to admit, they all look it, they all have the it, and they all can wrestle. Can't say anything bad. Maybe you don't like my homie Perez, but you know the other 2 can wrestle.
We had a match between Wesley and Nathan Frazier. Okay? Nathan Frazier comes out. He actually had a really cool intro tonight. He looked like he probably spent a good 5 hours in the back with the guy in the truck to make all these little details. Because now everything's LEDs.
Why are they giving him that much of an intro? Are they really putting money towards
that
this guy?
shit looked hot, right? Tell me not. Yo, and he's pretty impressive. I know you don't like this kid, but I think he's getting a big push whether we like it or not, okay? And honestly, that fucking entrance made him look like a certified star to some people tonight, I'm sure. I promise you that. Maybe not to you, maybe not to me, maybe not to Jay, but to some people tonight, that kid came out to an epic fucking entrance. He's got the perfect emo music. He's gonna get a whole trust me, he's gonna have a following, whether we like it or not. This kid's going to be a star. He's going to make money. They're going to buy his merch. He's got that whole, like, Nirvana look, emo look, like, just fucking, chill. He didn't want beef with that Indian guy later in the night. He's like, oh, you want to fight this guy? He's like, we just had a match. I'm good. I'm out of here, bro.
He's going to be a star once again in the UK.
Here we go. I don't know, man. Give this kid a fucking chance. He just got here, man. We're going to have to wait and see.
The UK.
We'll see. Anyway, it seems like he's getting a big push, like I said. There was a lockup followed by a very long, near-perfect series with some non-stop action. These men were having excellent rope skills. There was a clear level of adrenaline to keep the match at the pace they were going at because they were going high speed. Wesley's really fast, too. Crowd seemed like they were split up. There was a nice stalling German suplex by Wesley. Superplex countered by West into a pinning crossbody. Nathan kicks out, catches the super kick. That was really nicely done. Double high cross body. That looked awesome. Everybody starts chanting, this is awesome. And then, of course, we have a DQ interference by Von Wagner, who completely misses the big boot, but somehow makes up for all of it with this insane gorilla press slam from the wing to the announce table, just absolutely decimating fucking Wesley. Wesley sold the shit out of that, and he actually came off looking like Sid Justice tonight. So I went into seeing Von Wagner tonight and immediately hating him because I didn't like him before tonight. But after seeing that gorilla press slam to the announce table, he didn't do any talking. He had the black vest on. Reminded me of Psycho Sid a little bit. I like Von Wagner now. I like that move. To me, that whole match got like a 4-star because of just that spot. That ending was sick. That was a crazy move. The fans were chanting, holy shit. I'm sure you didn't expect to see that shit. He stepped it up a notch, no?
I'm going to start from the beginning of this match. First of all, why are we investing money in Nathan Frazier with all these smoke and lights and all that? I don't understand it. It's stupid to me. This guy is not a star, ladies and gentlemen. He is not a star. So all he did was basically, I saw a super kick by Frazier. I saw what you talked about, the superplex count into the crossbody. That's pretty much it. I saw a double crossbody by both men. I saw a nice exchange in the beginning of the match. Overall, I wasn't impressed once again by Frazier. I don't know what is the big hype. This is probably one of the hypest superstar they have in NXT
in a while.
So
yeah.
I don't know what the big hype is. I'm not seeing nothing. I need to see something. And once again, NXT did not deliver for me tonight. I think I may have to go back to NXT UK and watch tapes of this guy because it's probably way better than what I'm seeing now. I'm not buying it, but I did tell you that Von Wagner is the future, and he is a star, and he proved it tonight, and he shined by throwing Wesley with the gorilla play stand on the announcer table.
He did, yeah.
Pretty awesome, but overall, I'm going to give it 3.5 because both guys did some agility. There was some spots. Von Wagner really shined, but Von Wagner really gets most of the stars in my view. So 3.5 for this one.
I don't blame you at all. It's a great grade for this match. To me, the match was on pace to maybe be a 4-star match without the interference. But this interference, I will allow it because it was good interference. It told a story. It was an awesome fucking... It looked awesome. And the way they caught the replays from the different angles, they made it even better. So, banging segment. Bang it. Van Wagner, whatever the fuck his name is. He is Von Wagner. Very impressive. Very impressive display tonight on NXT, young man. Good fucking heel work. And
give credit to Robert Stone
and his manager.
He had great facial expressions tonight. Robert Stone did his thing too.
Fucking killed it. I would love to see that same shtick on Monday Night Raw for 7 weeks in a row. He just comes out and just launches someone in the announce table for 7 weeks in a row. I'm okay with that. And by then, maybe he'll really learn how to wrestle.
We'll see if that ever happens.
I'd be okay with it. Even if it leads to nothing. Just to see, Braun Breaker, the two guys, if Edge has it his way, it's going to be AJ Styles and Finn Balor.
We'll see. Could happen.
Or maybe that guy goes with Edge. Maybe Judgment Day invades NXT. You never know.
It was supposed to be.
How sick would that be, bro? If that'd be actually, think about this. It would be a good storyline. Judgment Day should invade NXT, take someone from NXT, Then they should invade NXT UK, take someone from NXT UK, and then come back to Raw and unleash fucking hell on the night. Like, just interfere in every match, ruin everybody's night. Complete takeover.
I don't know. Pipe dreams, but
Maybe.
you could always dream.
You never know, man. I'm just saying, I think it would be cool. Anyway, we get back from commercial. There's a promo with Nathan and Wes. And a big, very tall, impressive Indian giant. Do you know this guy's name? Who was this guy? He looked much more intimidating.
I never even mentioned it.
He looked much more intimidating than Veer Mahan. I'll tell you that right fucking now.
Could be intimidating, but we don't know what he could do.
We don't know yet. We don't know. We're going to find out. But he does have a look about him, though. He looks like a badass. We'll see what he does, though. After this, we have the main event of the night. Okay? And Jay, I'm going to let you take point on the main event. I want you to give us the blow-by-blow recap that you have. And I want to hear your account first. And what you really, feel about this match. And then I'll, whatever's left over, I'll give my piece.
Yeah, so this was the worst main event I've seen in NXT in a long time. The play-by-play is really a nice breaker on the ropes by Tony D. That's how it started, working on the neck of Santos Escobar. He pretty much worked on the neck the entire first half of the match. Tony D had no offensive moves. All he would do is just kick his opponent while he's on the mat and just work on the neck. There was nothing offensive. Once he did the neck breaker on the ropes, did the spinning neck breaker in the ring. Nothing was really happening for Tony D. He looked really bad, and a lot of people said he sucked tonight, and I agree with them. There was a "you suck" chant, and he really did suck tonight. I was impressed. There was also a nice tornado dive suicide by Santos Escobar once he was coming back from. That was really good. I thought it was a suicide dive, but once they did the replay, you could see he was just leaning more towards his head. So that was a pretty nice spot. I thought that was cool. Santos did a top rope Frankensteiner. I thought that was the best move of the night.
Yeah, overall. But you saw how long it took Tony to get up there and do that move, bro. It was so fucking bad.
If you could see, Escobar was basically talking to him to
he
say,
saved
ready
his
to
life.
Launch.
He saved his life. Santos
Pretty much
carried that
just saying
whole fucking match, bro. Hard.
There was also a part that Santos was also, you could tell he was leading the match. There was a part that he was doing a submission. He was telling
and he
Tony
called the spot. He's like, yeah, bro, that was absolutely.
And that was horrible.
He made it so obvious.
But I'm still going to give that top rope Frankenstein still best move of the night, even though it took a long time. But why are you surprised? It's Tony D. So Tony D looked really, really bad.
Yeah.
I did not like the finish. I don't like that Tony D was going for a cane, and then, Legato comes out, And then Santos gets, then 2 dimes and stacks come out. Then Santos goes for the brass, hits him 1, 2, 3. This storyline is going to continue to in your house. I do not know why this was really the worst main event of NXT tonight that I can remember in a while.
Yeah.
1 star.
Yeah.
For the fact that I just saw some spots by Santos, those 2 spots with the dive and the Frankensteiner, but that's pretty much it. Tony D really showed everybody how bad he is in the ring.
Yeah, man, I agree with everything you said, man. Santos making the spot calling way too obvious after that catch powerbomb. To me, that killed the match immediately. And then people were chanting, Tony must be... there was actually, in the beginning of the match, people were chanting for Tony, which I was like, oh, that's got to be his family, and he probably asked them to come. There was a nice drop kick followed by a shitty second one by Escobar. The first one was good, and the second one was just like one of those Naomi kind of drop kicks, really fucking bad. Of course, this sent Tony flying, and then there was a nice dive that he did. He got Tony right in the shoulder with the torpedo dive. That looked like it fucking hurt. That looked like it fucking hurt. Santos was working the shoulder. Tony took that bump from the wrist lock so fucking slow. If you remember, there was one point Escobar had him in the wrist lock, and then he did the twist to make him take the front bump. Tony took that so bad. They teach you that at wrestling school, and you can't have a match until you can do that bump properly. So why he's having matches in the main event is on fucking real, bro. I can't even fathom it, man. Santos was looking good for the most part. Trying to carry Tony D is just too hard. This guy's uncarryable, bro.
The funny part is, sorry to interrupt. The funny part is that Tony D was doing most of the offense.
But Santos is telling him what to do, bro. He's carrying the match because he wants to make this kid look good for some reason. Santos is trying to help this kid, and it's just no matter how hard he tries. The single arm DDT takedown was even worse by Tony. Wow. Fans were finally starting after that single arm DDT. That's when the fans started chanting, "Tony sucks, Tony sucks." Tony gives the worst clotheslines. Tony gives the worst elbows. His Billy to Billy was okay, but the fact that he kept, I didn't
like that.
I think he realized, oh, my Billy to Billy's okay, so let me just keep doing that. And then the fans started chanting, "You still suck. You still suck." They didn't care that you could do a nice Billy to Billy because everything else you do fucking sucks. He did 3 Billy to Billy. Chants for the fans were chanting even harder, "You suck," to the point where they started bleeping it out. Because I think they started chanting, "You fucking suck. You fucking suck. You fucking suck." Because they bleeped out the audio for a good 10 seconds at one point in the match. And they did it again at one other point. They kept blocking out what the fans were saying. Whole crew comes out. Santos cheats with the brass knuckles. We get a win. 1 star trash. And it lowered the overall score of the night. I was going to give the whole show a 3 until I saw this match. And with an ending this bad, I have to give the whole show a 1.5 because it leaves a sour taste in my mouth.
I don't like the belly to belly. I don't like when he kissed him and did the belly to belly. I thought that was stupid. What the fuck? Overall, Tony D is definitely on this fucking list, man.
Yeah,
he's tall. He's very bad. Ever since he cut that promo with AJ Galante way back a month ago, he's just been going down. This totally exposed him.
Bro, I have people on Facebook that defend this guy, bro. They defend him. What's wrong?
And they're in the defending of Paranoid or fucking Jelly because there's nothing there. I don't know what they're seeing, but overall, I give the show a 1. I can't even give it a 1.5. Like I say, you're a generous guy, but I give it a 1. The show was not all
I give
that.
it a 1.5 because you have a lot of wrestlers that are still going out there trying to do their best.
I saw a bunch of promos and segments more than I saw wrestling tonight.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Maybe it'll get better next week, I hope, but overall, just a 1.
Yeah, tonight's NXT left a weak taste in my mouth, and AEW, honestly, after what we've seen...
Don't forget the end where Joe Gacy cut that stupid promo, and they showed his face in the background with the fucking city. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, that was all bad.
You can't control your anger, Braun.
Yeah, it's bad. It's all bad. But like I was saying, after everything you saw from Monday Night Raw and, now NXT, AEW's got an easy week. They don't have to be that good this week to steal the week.
They're gonna start off strong tomorrow.
That Hangman Page match is with Takashita is going to be a banger.
I think it's isn't it Adam Cole Jeff Hardy tomorrow?
Yes, yeah, and
That's
also
gonna start off a banger.
I'm looking forward to Hangman versus Takashita. I think that's going to be a banger, and you're going to see Hangman do the go to sleep to Takashita.
I'm more interested in believe it or not, Cole and Hardy. I want to see what they could do.
For sure. But I already know what that match is going to look like, because it's based off Hardy's limitations, which is many. So it's going to be what he's going to do.
And I think, I don't know if it's true, but I hope Kyle O'Reilly, he hasn't basically started his match. I hope that's tomorrow, but I don't know. Maybe. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could be wrong.
We'll find out tomorrow night when we're back here live on AEW Dynamite. Jay, if you want, we can stick around for maybe 5 more minutes after I cut this quick commercial. If you want to just talk about Sasha and what's her name, Naomi, for a minute or two.
Look, so I'm going to tell everybody over here. Look,
hold on. Wait.
Hold on. Okay.
Wait.
Just gonna go in.
Wait. Because it's commercial time. We got to let these people know, man. Soon there's going to be a new t-shirt for Jay, which I'll show you in a second. If you guys get a chance, you go to the website, WrestlingWithSavage.com. Here you can catch all our latest episodes. You can find out more about Savage, Jay, Dave. You can see all the episodes from the past week, and you can also follow us on all our platforms, YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Spotify. You can see our upcoming schedule. You can watch Savage clips. Of course, you can also go to the shop and see all the stores. The new List t-shirt is going to be coming soon, and there's going to be a bunch of other shirts that we're going to make over the course of the year. And most importantly of all, if you want to see the Savage clips that you can't see on my YouTube page, go to TikTok, because today we hit 10,000 followers, man, and it's only a matter of time before even more people are on the TikTok, on the YouTube, on the Facebook. Soon, Wrestling with Savage will be your one-stop destination for all your wrestling news, info, dirt sheets, all of it. I am working hard on building a big network here, and I'm going to try to bring you guys something special over the next 10 years. And Jay's going to come along for the ride. Dave's going to come along for the ride. And when it's all said and done, maybe we'll see you at WrestleMania, 48? Maybe? You never know. So real quick, Jay, tell me, go ahead, what's the latest in Bianca and Sasha?
Listen, I do not give a shit about these two washed up women in fucking WWE, okay? I'm tired of everybody out there talking about, oh my God, Sasha, I do not give a flying fuck about these two women. I am better off for them to be on the list and get the hell out and take the ball. They took their ball and went home. So let them. And first of all, for all the people out there that are Sasha's fans, this is not her first time doing this. She did this already. This is the second time. Wake up. We don't need her ass. I can name 10 wrestlers from NXT to all the way to SmackDown to WWE Raw or any other promotion that is better than Sasha Banks. She's not all that. She's been very sloppy. She's winning the tag team titles with Naomi. I hate it when Naomi comes out with that stupid t-shirt, Boss and Glow, trying to promote like I'm going to buy it. No, I am not going to buy it. You suck. You have not done anything. They devalued you for almost a year, putting you with Sonya Deville in this stupid story that didn't even go nowhere. What the fuck? Why the fuck do I give a shit about them coming back? But news, they are getting support from CM Punk. They are getting support from Dax Harwood. They are getting support from other wrestlers from other promotions up there, what they're doing and standing up for them. Listen, I get their cause. I totally get it. But check this out. You signed up for this shit. You choose this. This is in your contract. So if they tell you to look like Mandy Rose, you're going to go fucking look like Mandy Rose. If they tell you got to work with two workers that you know you feel unsafe and you don't feel comfortable, then you're going to do it. It's that simple. And let's not forget that the two women that they don't want to work with, Nikki Ash and Doudrop, is the rumor, which I believe it. I was wrong. I said last night it was Asuka, but it turns out Asuka saved is Nikki Ash. That surprised me today. So that's a news drop for me and for everybody out there. But let's be real. Like, this is what it is, and they signed up for this shit. It's a job. If you work at McDonald's, you signed up to work at McDonald's. Don't be a grad and have all negative and be pessimistic about life. You signed up for that shit. So they signed up for what they do in the WWE. And they worked with these women before. Let's not get it twisted. They worked with Nikki Ash before. Nikki Ash was in a tag team, in case you forgot. She was. And now Doudrop took her under her wing. So this is nothing new. I don't know. I would feel unsafe with Doudrop. I call her number 2 on the list. On number 1, nobody
has
could be
absolutely
Nia
nothing
Jax.
to do with Doudrop. From a very good source today. Listen to this. Hold on, wait. It's going to change your perception.
I'm still going.
You can keep going after this. I'm just going to say one thing. From a very good source, the reason why they walked out is because they went to them and said, we want you to have a one-on-one match. Sasha was going to have a one-on-one match with Ronda Rousey with the title on her hand. Not for the title, just with the title. And take the L to Ronda. And then they wanted Naomi to have a match with Bianca and take the L with the title on her hand to make those two women look stronger. And they just said they weren't with it, and they walked out. From a very good source.
I don't believe all that. I just believe this. This is my belief. I know what the cause is, but let's face facts here. Number 1, you signed up for the shit. You signed the contract. You gotta do what they tell you to do. If they tell you to look like a fucking clown, you go look like a fucking clown. It's that simple. I don't think anybody in that locker room, now I get it, you're getting love from other promotions and from other wrestlers outside of WWE. That's fine and dandy, but guess what? They don't work for that company. You deal with these coworkers that you've been busting your ass for over 10, 15 years the most, and these women did put the work. Let's not face it. These are former champions, okay? Not tag team champions. They are tag team champions, but they were former champions, and they all had their own little special run. Let's not face fact. Even Naomi had a WrestleMania moment. Mm-hmm. So let's not face the music here, okay? You gotta do what they tell you to do. If they tell you gotta work with 2 workers, you gotta do it 2 unsafe partners. If they tell you work with Nia Jax, you gotta work with Nia Jax. If they tell you take the loss to Ronda Rousey, and they tell you take the loss to Bianca Belair, hey, guess what? You gotta do it. I get what you're saying. I get where you girls are coming from, but you signed up for this. It's not gonna change Vince's mind now. Yesterday was the rumor that Banks went into Vince and said, let's try to change the creative ideas. Maybe your rumor is a possibility, or maybe Ryman was a possibility. Anything is possible, but they had a meeting and they tried to change Vince's mind, and he's like, no, I'm not going to do it.
Well, I think I'm leaning more towards that one only because I've never heard anything bad about Ash or Doudrop being unsafe. And that just sounds super realistic. Like Sasha's mad egotistical. She's like, I'm not taking the loss to fucking Ronda for no reason.
But check this out. It's like if Bruce Pritchard or whoever you had a meeting
I agree with you. They got to do their job, bro.
You got to do it.
100%.
You could complain the next day. In
my opinion, they should be fired, bro.
You got to do it.
First of all, they fucked up because number 1, WWE has full control. These girls just can't go and compete anywhere else right now. That shit's a wrap. They have to sit there and wait until WWE decides what they want to do with them. Whether they want to keep them on, not pay them, or pay them and just not put them on TV.
Mustafa Ali.
Yeah, WWE can do whatever they want with them right now. And what they did right now, at the end of the day, it's a real bad look. At the board of directors, at the COO, CEO, chairman of the board, all that.
It's a bad look in the locker room, period.
It's a bad look everywhere. First of all,
it's a bad look.
Jay, you gotta get this locker room thing out of your head. I feel like you think the locker room is more real than it is. Most of these women,
this is women locker room.
No, hold on though.
Totally
most of
different. It's totally different from the men.
Dog, most of these women don't even talk to each other. They go to the show. They show up with their own transport, their own little clique. All the women have their own little clique of 1 to 3 different women, okay? And they hang out with themselves. They sit in their own section in catering. They sit in their own section during the matches at the night. They don't all sit by Gorilla and hang out and talk about their nails and gossip. That's not the way it is.
I don't see it like that.
I know you don't. I know you don't, but that's the way it is.
That's not. It's not totally like that. I seen backstage stories of Sasha Banks in the 24.
You see what they show us.
To rewind it, it doesn't matter. She knows all these other wrestlers. It's still disrespect. So how would I look somebody if they just walk by and they trying to
what I'm saying? What I'm saying is, Jay, is that they don't care. You're not getting me. I'm saying that they don't care what the locker room thinks about them. Sasha doesn't care. Naomi doesn't care.
All I'm saying is, all I would do is at this point is I would keep Naomi and fire Sasha. I don't need Sasha.
I'd fire them fucking both, but whatever. WWE's gonna do what they're gonna do. Who gives a shit? At the end of the day, it hasn't been boss time. It's been botch time. So I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? It hasn't been boss time. It's been botch time. It's a wrap. That career, fucking, it's over.
We should ask people out there to do a lottery, see if they get fired or not. What day?
I'll make a video on TikTok. Because
what day do you think these peaches?
We'll see what happens on TikTok. Because on TikTok, I get some pretty good engagement, bro. I made a Bret Hart video the other day. These girls are reminding me of Bret Hart, bro.
All I'm saying is, it's really annoying. You know, just let it play out. What I would do is I would fire Sasha, like I said. I could see Naomi just following her because she really doesn't have any say. Like, let's face facts, really. So we all know this is all Sasha, so I would just fire her. It's just a headache. Or I would just devalue her just like they're doing to Alexa Bliss and then get rid of them.
Bro, these girls were acting like Bret Hart, man. You know, like I said, they were acting like Bret Hart, and they deserve to be fired because what they did is essentially the same thing as spitting at Vince McMahon like Bret Hart did. Because at the end of the day, this man is putting food on your table. He gave you opportunity after opportunity. He's been promoting you for over 10 years. You girls, like Jay said, are certified superstars, former world champions. You know, it's not like there's other wrestlers out there, girls, guys alike, who go their entire career and never get one WrestleMania moment, one championship match, one championship run, nothing. You girls have had multiple reigns, multiple runs, multiple storylines, WrestleMania banners and billboards with your face. You're on the side of trucks that drive through Manhattan. Everybody knows who you are. You've been on TV shows. You've been in movies. This all came because of what Vince McMahon gave you. And for you to just turn your back on whoever told you to do what they told you to do, and you decided you didn't want to do it, whether you liked it or not, you're shitting on Vince, you're shitting on Linda, Stephanie, Shane, and their family, because they bring you into this. And when you work well, they treat you like family, and you shit on your family, and that shouldn't be allowed, especially when they're taking such good care of you in the ring. Outside the ring, they're providing you with transportation, they're providing you with food, they're providing you with security, they're providing you with a whole social media team who works on your behalf every single day to sell your merchandise through advertising in multiple cities and countries. WWE is not a small company with 50 people running in an office. WWE is a company that has over 100,000 employees worldwide that helps mass produce, mass transit, shipping, handling, printing, publication, production, post, pre-production. Do you know how much work goes into this? Makeup, wardrobe, lighting, studio, music, this. They put so much money into this, and for you to just turn around and play with their money because you don't like what your boss told you to do, it's unprofessional, it's unacceptable, and they should make an example of both of them, Jay. And that's all I got to say about it.
You'll see what happens.
Yeah, a good show. We'll be here tomorrow for Dynamite. I know I will. Probably Jay probably will. And Dave, there's no Heat game on tomorrow, so shout out to Dave. Did the Heat win tonight?
I have no clue. I know they were.
Let's find out right now.
Quarter.
We're gonna find out right now.
In the third quarter.
The game's got to be over. NBA. And what do we got? Miami wins. Miami wins. Wow, 118 to 107. Miami takes the lead in the Eastern Conference Finals. Tomorrow, there's going to be a game that I want to watch, but I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to DVR it. Let's go, Luka. Let's go, Luka. Fuck the Warriors and fuck the Celtics.
Let's see.
We'll see. All right, Jay, thanks for being here, man. Have a good night. Everybody, thank you for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, follow all over Jay on Instagram, and catch us tomorrow night for AEW.
Oh, yeah.